For the few of you who don't know me, my name is Peter. I'm one of Ben's best friends, his engagement planner, wedding planner, and your officiant for today. I'm honored and thrilled to be standing here. Weeks ago, I'd planned to speak with everyone gathered here today in order to get a variety of perspectives on the lovely couple in front of me. I'd even planned on bringing this notebook to the Jack and Jill and use the information I gathered as the foundation of the ceremony. However, plans change. At 4 p.m. on Monday, Ben and Sarah decided they didn't want to wait until December 18th. When you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible. This decision didn't come from a place of fear, but one of love. The love they have for each other, their family, and their friends. It trumped any desire to have the wedding that they've been planning since their engagement on December 15th. They chose to abandon their plans, not because the world told them to, but because they wanted all of us here. They wanted to celebrate with us, and everyone will be seeing this afternoon. And Sarah, if you don't mind, I'm going to start with Ben.
Sure.
Ben and I have been friends for close to a decade now. For better or for worse, it's felt like much more than that. When we first met, we were kids. We were very different people than the ones you see standing in front of you. Many things were different then. Even time itself seems to have changed. As children, an hour a day seems like an eternity. As we grow older, we start measuring our time together in months and years. Days changed. They now seem to move more rapidly, and since Monday, they seem to go by even faster. We're close to measuring our time together in decades. I'm sure that one day we'll look back and consider this moment as an early one in our relationship. But in those years, we have shared laughter, annoyances, and more challenges than most our age, but always a great deal of love. Together, I and the man on my left have traveled the world, stayed out until the sun rose, and even slept in hospital rooms together. Through all this, Ben has been a constant companion. He may have a tendency to overshare or repeat himself after a few drinks, but he has never been afraid of letting us know how much he loves us. He has been open and loving since the inception of our relationship. I've always admired his honesty and willingness to share, and I've only watched this grow with Sarah. I've watched you bring her joy with your honesty, oversharing, and spirit. I've especially admired how confident you have been that one day you would marry the woman on my right. I'm almost hesitant to tell you all how soon he began to refer to Sarah as his future wife. He has never hidden who he is, how he feels, and what he wants. He wants to be with you, Sarah, to grow old with you and become a better person for you. He's one of the best people I know, and I'm still not sure he deserves you.
Appreciate that.
Sarah, I can't give you the same speech I just gave about Ben. We don't have that relationship yet. What I can tell you is on October 7th, 2017, after your first date, Ben called me and talked at me for 2 hours about how fantastic you are. I've been sold ever since. While I've been unable to watch every interaction between you two, despite my best efforts, what I have seen has delighted me. You show compassion and empathy to everyone around you. Every day when you go into work, you're doing incredible things. You are there on what many would call the scariest and happiest day of their life. Your kindness, support, and fierce protectiveness are not only traits that make you an outstanding nurse, but also an exceptional friend and soon-to-be wife. I have seen you show nothing but love for Ben, push him to become a better person, and occasionally give him a reality check when needed. But I have never seen you try to change him, only elevate those qualities he already has. I know that over time I'm only going to learn more about you, and I'm sure there are a million different qualities and traits that I'm missing right now. And I can't wait to uncover them in what I expect to be a lifelong friendship. When I was planning and setting up your engagement under the Brooklyn Bridge, I was astonishingly stressed. I wanted it to be perfect. I was fixated on lighting patterns, the color of the tinsel, the photos that were on the tree, and getting our photographers into position. Never once, though, did I worry about your answer. In all my planning, not once did I ever consider a scenario where you said no to this piece of man meat. It's this certainty, this commitment, this acceptance of destiny that I've admired most about you. Destiny is a mysterious thing. No matter what you do or where you go, you can't avoid it. And no matter how hard you try, even putting forth your greatest effort, You can't force it to happen before it's time. This occasion we're witnessing today is the destiny of two souls. There is not a force in the universe that could have kept Sarah and Ben apart, and there's nothing they could have done to come together sooner. Each of them had to live their lives to this point, lives that were stepping stones that have led to this moment in time. This uniting of hearts and minds that shall be forevermore. Destiny is an agreement of souls fulfilled in life. You fell in love by chance, but you're here today because you're making a choice. You are both choosing each other. You've chosen to be with someone who enhances you, who makes you think, makes you smile, and makes every day brighter. You're about to make promises to each other that you intend to keep. Promises about a future that you can't be sure of a life that you don't know how will turn out, and a marriage with challenges you can't possibly know. But with these vows, you challenge the unknown. Here and now, you compose your first promises as married couples, ones that you will keep no matter what. Ben, you read your vows?
All right. Baby girl. Sorry.
I had to do it.
I had to do it. We made it. You can breathe now. At this point, I can breathe now. If I had told you back in December that we would be planning an impromptu wedding in August on 5 days' notice, I genuinely think you would have hit me. As a matter of fact, I know you would have hit me. Nonetheless, through all of this, the pandemic, multiple government shutdowns, the last-minute change of plans, one thing has been made clear: I don't care about anything other than making you my wife. Gathered here today in front of our family and our closest friends, I cannot wait to marry you. Before I do that, though, I need to tell you that you look absolutely beautiful. You blew my expectations out of the water, and they were high to begin with. A marriage is one of the biggest promises you can make to another person. For me, a marriage is more than that. A marriage is made up of a number of individual promises. I promise to always treat you with nothing but love and respect. I promise we will always be teammates in everything that we do. You are the greatest teammate I ever could have asked for. I promise to listen to you, care for you, be there for you when things get tough, and always be the person that you can vent to after a long day at work. I promise I will always be there to watch Netflix on the couch with you, eat ice cream with you, just, again, be there all the time for you. Most importantly, I promise to be the very best dog dad to Oliver that I can possibly be. All right, made it longer than I thought. I promise you all of those things and more. The most important promise I can make to you is that I promise to wake up every day and be the best version of myself for you. The best man and the best husband that I can possibly be. The one thing I cannot promise you is that I will ever stop snoring. All kidding aside, you are my best friend in the entire world. Sorry, Peter, Liam, and Nick. Marrying you is one of the easiest decisions I will ever make in my entire life. I feel at home with you, no matter where we are. You push me to be better. You support me. You love me. And I can never thank you enough for that. It may be sooner than we planned, but I love you, and I am so proud to make you my wife. Let's do the damn thing.
Sarah, please read your vows.
Fuck. Give me just 1 minute. Woof.
Give me a minute too.
Yeah. Oh, God, all right. Give me 1 second.
Benjamin, Warren, Emery, I'll never forget the moment I met you. I was enamored by your blue eyes and the overwhelming ease of conversation between us. A familiarity as if my soul had recognized yours. Over the last 3 years, your love has healed old wounds, filled spaces in my heart I believed would always be empty, and broken down walls by demanding to understand each brick along the way. Thank you for drawing out a braveness and a freedom in me I never thought I'd have. Thank you for making me feel worthy and beautiful every day. You will always be my safety, my comfort, my home, and as your wife, I promise to be the same for you. You've shown me what a great love looks and feels like, and every morning I wake up and fall more in love with you, even when you snore.
Oh, God. Oh, all right.
I am so grateful to be standing here today marrying you. It may not be what we originally planned, but instead it turned out even more perfect. Life has been quite the roller coaster this last year, unpredictable and scary. This year has put into perspective what is truly important, and I'm thankful we have grown together during this time of uncertainty. Going forward, I promise to continue to hold your hand and be your source of strength through the darkest of times as we walk down unfamiliar roads, as well as share in your happiness in moments of success and sunshine. I vow to be a best friend that respects your talents and your dreams, even if they involve you playing in a PGA championship.
That's never going to happen.
Oh, God. Above all, I vow to fiercely protect and fight for our love. Benjamin, I'm so excited to see where this life takes us together. I hope to share a life of adventure filled with dogs and beautiful children. I love you more than anything today for the rest of my life.
Ben and Sarah, it's time to join hands. Ben, do you take Sarah for your lawfully wedded wife, to love and cherish from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health?
I do.
Sarah, do you take Ben for your lawfully wedded husband, to love and to cherish from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, pre-existing conditions included?
I do.
You have for each other a ring. This is the most precious of metals. This most precious of metals
Ring.
symbolizes
Yes,
that
master.
love is the most precious element in your life together. The ring has no end and no beginning. This symbolizes that the love between you will never cease. You place these rings upon each other's fingers as a visible sign of the vows which this day have made you husband and wife.
Come here, little lady.
Okay. Show it on there, honey. Good job.
Ben and Sarah, by the power vested in me by the state of Connecticut, I pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, I give you Mr. and Mrs. Emery. All right.
All right, we made it.
You guys, one more little kiss right there.
Nice. We did it. We pulled it off.
You got something to tell us?
It's hot.
It's toasty.
Great job. Good. Awesome job. You're hired. Thank you. I was like, oh my god, just shove it on. I know. Mother-in-law.
Baby.
Grandma's throat. Yeah, I have everything.
There's a water fountain over there.